Oh, hey, she sends. This is Andrea coming at you live on Tuesday morning for you, Tuesday evening for me. And I'm sorry that I am an hour late. I actually forgot about the time change that you guys have, not us. We actually never get a time change here in Queensland. But your clocks must have changed, so it alerted me an hour early, and I was out having dinner with my mum and my auntie who are here visiting. Hey, how are you? Hi, guys. Some names I don't know, so welcome. Good to have you on here. Hopefully I'm in the right group. Please tell me I'm in Shea Sense Distributor Training Group. I think I'm in the right one. Just let me know that I am in the right place where I normally go. All right? That would be great. I am going to recap for you today. Oh, hi, David. How are you? Hi, Becky. Now I know I'm in the right place. I know those names. Good. Thank you, Tara. Hi, Lucy. Hi, David. Hi, Becky. Hi, everybody. Good to see you on here. Okay, good. Thank you, Tara. All right, so I wanted to recap with you. I just got thanks to what how do I say it? Hasta. I'm gonna have to learn that one. Hi, Gemma. I have just spent the weekend at the Australian seminar, which was so awesome to be number one back in person, and number two just to hear from speakers and see new product releases, not on a TV screen. Some of it was still on a TV screen. In fact, quite a lot of it was still on a TV screens, but we're getting there. And we had some amazing trainers, some amazing breakout sessions, and I'm just going to go over a few of the things that we heard about. I did go live, I think only once, but I did post pictures. So if you saw my pictures, I was on the blue carpet. I was interviewed live and crossed over to America, which was really cool. So there was a lot of fun things. We all got to dress up like we always do at Shea Sense and Senegence events, right? So we had a gala night. Well, it was actually a gala crack of dawn morning because we were doing it in line with America. So we were all dressed up in our fancy party dresses at 7:30 in the morning. That was a little different, but it was still amazing. So we had a really great time. Anyway, first up, I'm going to start with some new products because that's always exciting. Hey, you will have all seen them already, but I thought, seeing as I have them in my hot little hands, I can share them with you. So we obviously got new packaging and new formulas for the body care. So the shower gel is on its way. We haven't got it yet, but we do have the body lotion, the hand cream. Love it. Nothing like the old. So these are all new formulas. The hand cream doesn't have the same smell. It is very silky. I love it. And we also have the body scrub. I love the new packaging. Look how pretty. It's really pretty. Isn't it nice? Beautiful. So we got those three. We got a dry shampoo that currently only the US has, but it is on a boat to Australia. So we were all, I think, the most excited about that one. The other thing that we got is the Glowify mist. This is illuminating moisture mist in two different colors. We have bronze glow and champagne glow. Oh gosh, it's my husband trying to call me, and he's in Thailand. He's trying to call me. I'm just going to message him and tell him I'll call him back in a sec. I'm just telling him I'm doing some training. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got the Glowify, and the Glowify is like, I should open it, I suppose. I have used it. I used somebody else's on the weekend. It's a very, very fine mist of glitter. And there's two different colors. I actually did use the darkest one, and it's when you're in a certain light, you just get this nice shine on your skin. So we got those two as well. And we got the Queen Bee lip scents, which I have had on today. It's quite a dark color on me. It definitely turns purple for me. I did just put some pinky gloss over top, so it's really changed the color. The hand cream, I believe it still reactivates, but we've got to check that. I know my sister asked the same question. It's really lovely hand cream, and it's super silky. But I will find out the answer to that for you to see if it does. But there's no, the smell isn't there. It feels different, but I will tell you it feels beautiful. So they were the new products that we got. We found out that some colors were leaving the range, and we found out some colors were joining the range. So a couple of colors that were coming back. I'm going to try and remember these off the top of my head. Velvet, Milk Rose, Amber Spice, Velvet, Milk Rose, Amber Spice. I'm stuck at 3. There's 5. There's 5 colors. Here we go. See if I wrote them down. Did I? I don't know. Oh yeah, Rose Quartz, Kiss My Sass. There you go. So Rose Quartz, Milk Rose, Kiss My Sass, Velvet and Amber Spice are joining the range permanently. And there are 5 colors leaving the range. Now I don't have them written down, but I know that there is Bravo, Violet Vault, Fire Opal. I can't remember the other two. If anyone remembers or you know what they are. So there are some colors leaving the range. So yeah, that was the product information. But yes, me too, Tara. I love the colors as well. But a couple of things I wanted to talk about were some of the speakers that we had. And also I'm going to talk to you about the Make It to Maiden program right here, because I think this is super exciting. So a couple of pointers I wrote down. This was from Nastia Lukin, who was an Olympic gold medalist. She's from Russia, but she grew up in the US. She was born in the US, or she was a baby when she went there, and she won an Olympic gold medal in 2008 in gymnastics. And she was a speaker, and a couple of things. She obviously talked about her story of being a gymnast, but a few quotes that she pointed out to me really resonated. This was one in particular that she really talked about, was to never quit on a bad day, right? And sometimes, how she explained it, she said that sometimes she would go home, she'd had enough, she was sick of doing gym. She'd go home and miserable, and she'd say, I want to quit. And her mum would say to her, that's fine, but you're not quitting today, you can quit tomorrow. So that was kind of instilled in her, and what her mum was teaching her was this exact thing. You never quit on a bad day, because on a good day you never want to quit, right? So many of us go through these bad days, and that's how we often feel, is that we want to quit, right? We've had enough, I'm over it, can't do this anymore. You're just having a shitty day, right? And sometimes it's when people throw in the towel, and they often throw in the towel before the magic happens, right? So that was one thing I really thought was great lesson, was to never quit on a bad day. Something else she said was, you can't control other people's performance. You can only control your own performance, right? And that is something we need to remember as distributors, as leaders. We're often, thinking, oh, I wish they'd do this, or I wish they'd do that, wish they'd do better. All we can do is equip people with the information, and they then have to do it themselves. Remember, we can never do the job for anybody else. It is truly up to them, right? as the saying goes, if it's to be, it's up to me. So you are the only person, and I've said this so many times to you guys, you are the only person that can change your destiny, create your destiny, redirect your destiny, whatever it might be. You are the only person. Same goes for everyone in your downline, anyone you've ever sponsored, even if you only have one sponsor, right? They are responsible for their own performance, not you. So that was something I really thought was great. She said, be your best self. You are enough right here, right now. Right? Now, it's the other thing. Many of us don't think we are good enough or we are enough, right? And what she's saying is you are enough right here, right now. And that's what you have to remember. Don't listen to the doubters or the negative Nellies. Now, that is definitely something that I have always promoted, taught, trained on. My whole 28 years in this business it's always really been my mantra. And that is to surround myself with positive people, right? Because when you don't do that, and when you do get enveloped into negative groups, it just is never going to end well, right? It's never going to end in a great place. And it's very easy to get caught up in that. But what you have to choose to do is to not ever listen to those doubters or those negative Nellies. Remove yourself from those people who might drag you down, right? And remember that you are in control of your destiny, all right? Whatever it is you want to do, you can do. Believe in yourself. This was all from Nastia. She was fabulous. And another thing she said was, you have to finish what you started. Don't start a task and not finish it, right? Always do what you say you're going to do. And that's why it's really important that, you know, we have to treat this sometimes as a job, not a hobby, right? It may be a hobby for some people, but no matter how much you are doing it, really, it still is a job. If you want to make any money, hi Lindsay, if you want to make any money from this business, it is a job, right? And so what we need to remember to do is treat it like a job, right? Because if you have a job, you know that, and I'm sure lots of you on here have some sort of job, or maybe not because it's daytime, but any job that you have, where it's part-time, casual, full-time, whatever, you have hours, set hours, right? So it's important to remember that in this business, if you want to succeed, you have to put the time aside. And, you know, when she says you have to finish what you started, that's a really good lesson. When you say, I am going to make calls today to my customers, right? Don't do two and get distracted and go do something else, right? Stick to the plan and stay focused, right? The other thing she said was, obviously she went back to, you can't quit on a bad day, you can't quit today. That is what her mom taught her, and that is how she became an Olympic gold medalist, because she was made to believe that she could achieve anything, right? And we all can do that. It's really, it's so great listening to speakers. I absolutely love it, because it just reminds you of the things you might have forgotten that you used to do, right? And I'm sure some of you here will agree with me here. If you're watching this now or later and you've been with Sheer Sense for a while, you are probably not doing all the things you might have done at some stage to get the successes that you need, right? So it's always great to revisit. If there are events, like I know you guys are having an event coming up soon, you need to be there. You need to be at these events. I can tell you there was only 65 people at our Aussie seminar in person. It was virtual as well. in total, there was 150, which is nothing like the numbers we used to get. But of course, we're all just getting back to it, right? We're getting back to somewhat normal. But seriously, guys, if you haven't planned to be at this one and you can't be at this one, be at the next one in October, right? Because I can tell you, look, I have notes, like so many notes from all the different speakers, right? It just keeps going, right? And these are things I can look back on. I can pop into my phone. There was one speaker, and his name was, and I'm telling you the names so you can look them up. The first one I said to you was Nastia Lukin, Nastia Lukin was her name. The next one that really stood out was David Meltzer, Meltzer, and the Jerry Maguire movie was based on his company, right? So he's been around a long time. And he said some quite, some things that were really, really amazing. He had 5 daily practices. This is what he talked about, was the 5 daily practices that he says you need to do every day. Number 1 was know your what. What do you want today? To give, to produce, to receive. When we receive, it gives value. To then give back. A value added world. Be a fast learner. So basically not, it's not straight up know your why. It's know your what. What is it that you want, right? What is it that you want to receive? What do you want to give? What do you want to produce? And he also really stressed that, we need to be good, to be a receiver, we need to be a good giver, right? And all this relates to direct sales. If you want to be a leader in any company. Number 2 was know your who you can help and who can help you. Ask open-ended questions. Do you know anyone that can help me? I can help them, right? So straight up what it made me do when I heard that question, because it's another thing I've always taught people. The magic word is help, right? It truly is the magic word. In any situation, if you are in a direct selling industry, when you use the word help, you will always get the results that you need. So I straight away created a message. While I was listening to this training, I was doing it, and I created a message and I sent it to some of my friends or customers, and I straight away had 2 people respond, and the message was, I really, really need your help. I have been challenged to date at least 3 demonstrations into the rest of April. Now that's not a lot, is it? I wasn't asking for the moon, right? And I would really appreciate your support. Straight away, 2 people responded and said, I'll have a demo for you, Andrea, right? Now, I have not held, I think I've held 2 demos since I got here because of the whole world thing, right, going on. But it's time to get back to normal. Things are back to normal. We are seeing things, seeing people doing things, going to shows, everything is back, right? So I sent out the message, and hey, presto, I dated demos. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I have some goals and I want to hit those goals. So that was really, that one really made me do something, right? Know your who. Who can you help and who can help you? But the words there for me was help. That's what really stood out for me. Number 3 was know your how. What you do, say, think, believe, and feel. Be consistent, persistent, and pursue what you want, right? How are you going to do it though? What do you need to do to achieve that? Do you need to work 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 24 hours a day? What do you need to do? How are you going to do it? So another magic word, how, right? how will you do those things that you are talking about? So you have to break it down, right? You have to break it down. Know your what, know your who, know your how. The who can also refer to your market, right? What is your market? So it's really, really important to know all these things. Number 4 was, instead of searching for your why, learn how to apply your why, right? Learn how to apply your why. So if you know what your why is, right? Think about how that why can be used in your business to help your business grow, right? Number 5 was, you will apply your why. Now, applying your why, you know, somebody's why might be they're doing this because they want their kids to be in a private school, right? I'm just picking something. Or they want to be a stay-home mom, right? That could be somebody's why. How do you use that why? How do you apply that why in your business? And how you apply that why is by sharing with people what your why is, right? And your why can change. It can change 6 monthly, yearly, 5 yearly, whatever. As kids change, as kids grow, my why is definitely not the why it was 28 years ago when I was having my first baby, right? So you also need to revisit all of these things because times change, lives change, kids grow up, right? Finances change, all those things. So you need to constantly be thinking about what is your what, who, how, and why, right? All those things. What, who, how, and why. Write those down, okay? It's really important. Couple of other things here I'm going to talk about. He also said, you are made by the people who say no to you, right? Think about it. You are made by the people who say no to you. When somebody says no, do you think it makes you stronger or weaker? It absolutely makes you stronger, right? We learn so much when people say no. A no, I've always been taught, is just a future maybe or a future yes. It's never ever permanent, right? Same as whys can change, answers can change. But you are made by the people who say no to you because it makes you learn. Yes, it can make you more determined, right? If somebody says, oh, you'll never be able to do that. Well, of course, we're going to try and do that, right? So many things that were said, honestly. He said, just because someone loves you doesn't mean they give you good advice, right? Just because someone loves you doesn't mean they give you good advice. People will tell you what you can't do. Don't listen. Right? Now, I just said that, didn't I? When we talked about the people who you say no to you, make you. I said, because sometimes people tell us we can't do something and it makes us more determined, right? Practice gratitude every day. Be forgiving. Stop living in the blame and shame game. Now that is really powerful because many people cannot get over certain things, and this is something I'm really gonna kind of finish on. People really do get stuck in a rut, right? And we do tend to blame other people. We don't forgive other people, right? And what's really important in this industry, in this business, is to always be forgiving and never to blame or shame other people. It's so important because when you do that, or when you don't do that, right? only good things are going to come your way, right? Only great things are going to happen. He also said to say thank you 30 days in a row. Wake up in the morning and say, thank you for my life, right? 30 days in a row. Say thank you when you wake up. Takes like half a second, right? Be grateful for what you have, and it will change the trajectory of your life, right? Be grateful. So challenge, say thank you 30 days in a row. Every day you're going to say thank you, right? Find the light, the love, and the lessons. This is what he said. And if you took down his name, I would suggest you go find him on Google, David Meltzer, Meltzer, and listen to what he has to say. He made me cry. He was amazing, right? Now, before I go, the other thing I want to talk to you about is the Make It to Maiden program that Senegence released. And I definitely recommend that She Ascents have a go at doing this too. It is a monthly program where each month we can achieve gifts for sponsoring 3 people, 3 qualified distributors. Notice I always use the word sponsoring as well, not recruiting. I'm not a fan of recruiting people. Could be recruiting them into a cult. We're not a cult, right? Some might say we are, but we're not. Sponsoring people. You are sponsoring someone, all right, to do what you do. This is an amazing program. Make It to Maiden. 3 distributors each month should be our goal always. It always was, and it should always be, right? To sponsor 3 qualified distributors a month. When we do that, we're going to receive rewards, recognition, and of course, if we were to do that every month, we'd be in a circle, we'd be probably going on a lips trip, we'd be achieving all those things. Obviously, this all is different for She Ascents, but I know that all of you would love to be a maiden if you are not already. So I can certainly share this with Janice. I can send her this tracking sheet, and maybe, I know in the past Janice has had these groups before, she could have a Make It to Maiden group, and if that's something that you want to achieve, then you need to always let Janice know what your goals are, right? So there are a few things that I took away from seminar. There's so much more. I know I will be talking to you all again really soon, and I will have some great training for you next month for sure, right? And the theme for our Senegence seminar was shine forward. Shine forward, right? Never ever worry about what's in the past, worry about the negative, worry about the, what someone else is doing, right? Remember what was it? What, how, I'm going to go back to it. What, how, gotta go, who, what, who, how, why. What, who, how, why, right? Remember that, and remember to shine forward, all right? So hopefully I gave you some good tips in there. I know that you will all be loving all the new products when they get to you. So look for those hopefully soon. I know you've got your seminar coming soon, but I will be talking to you all next month and with a new topic. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay. I know Janice couldn't join in today. She had a one-on-one at this time. I will be live next month. I'll talk to Janice about moving forward, whether it's 11 or 10. We'll talk about what's the best. But anyway, I will talk to you all really soon. Have a great week. Have a great day. It's bedtime for me soon. So I'll talk to you soon, guys. Love you all. Bye.